Welcome to the Vintage Times, a program for older persons. On our program today, we'll talk about the importance of exercise for older persons. This is the second in a series on exercise programs. Last month, we went to the Wellness Center at the Advocate Good Samaritan Hospital. We talked to an instructor, we met participants, and we observed some classes. Today, we'll continue to talk about programs offered at the Wellness Center, and we will talk to two instructors and meet two more program participants. With me are Laura Terry, who is a fitness specialist, and Ed Benteritis, who is an exercise physiologist. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And Laura, can you describe the programs you have for older people at your Wellness Center?
Definitely. The Wellness Center, we're very equipped to handle an older population as well as a younger population, which is nice to see because the older population feels more energy with the younger population, and the younger population really does still look up to the older population. But our facility is designed so our track is better for somebody who is older because it's cushioned. You can hold on to a railing if you need to. We have elevators. We have programs that cover anything from Parkinson's to arthritis to, just that you're still out walking, but you want to walk more for fitness instead of just for leisure. So we have a lot of programs to offer, knowing that one size doesn't fit all.
Yeah. I went there and I'm very well impressed with all the programs and all the participants. It's very energizing. And Ed, what are the benefits of exercise?
Well, Hannah, there's several benefits to exercise. Some of the key ones are with exercise, you'll see a reduction in blood pressure, cholesterol levels will improve, your good cholesterol will go up, bad cholesterol will start to go down. Also, if you're an individual with high blood sugar, you can start to see blood sugar levels go down. In addition to that, individual self-esteem will improve. Exercise has shown to reduce stress, improve sleep, ward off depression. And also there is a social benefit to exercise. As you continue with exercise, you could make friendships, especially if you take a class or get involved with something at the Advocate Good Samaritan Health and Wellness Center. People ask if you haven't been around for a while, they'll ask where you've been. So you start to form a little bond and that'll get you coming back. So those are some of the major benefits people will see with exercise.
Can exercise also improve my strength and flexibility?
Well, Hannah, it's never too late to exercise. You will see improvements in all areas. There's a couple, one study shown that individuals will see strength improvements up until their 90s. Older adults will see aerobic improvements from 10 to 30%. I mean, it's all based on, levels where you're starting out and how you improve, but the key is to try to do everything on a consistent, regular basis, and that's how you'll see improvements. If you do it for a week, and then you don't see improvements right away and stop, well, you got to do it for a while and just continue with it and slowly improve your levels, and you will see improvements in all areas.
That's wonderful. Laura, what if I have had a health condition before I start?
Generally, we'll have you ask your doctor to make sure it's okay to exercise. We'll send a form off to them. They'll send it back saying that it's okay or whatever restrictions you may have. And then from there, we, as a unit that we work with, we're all qualified in something different. So we normally talk to each other, figure out what's best for you, make sure that you're getting the best advice, best prescription of exercise for you as an individual.
Ed, how much activity, physical activity, do I need?
Well, Hannah, ideally you would want to do most days of the week, 4 to 5 days a week, of at least 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity. So that's biking, walking, swimming, anything that gets your heart rate up and keeps it there for an extended amount of time. On top of that, you would want to do 2 to 3 days a week of strength training. So working each of the major muscles, the chest, the back, the arms, the legs, the core.
Everything.
2 to 3 days a week, and also improving on your flexibility 2 to 3 days a week. Realistically, what you would want to do is try to do something almost every day, though, too. Maybe give yourself 1 or 2 days off, but try to do something most days of the week. And then, like I said before, just trying to improve and never staying at the same levels.
What if I haven't exercised in a long time?
What you would want to do first, obviously talk to your doctor. Clear with your doctor first. That's one thing we do at the Advocate Good Samaritan Health and Wellness Center, is making sure that we review all health history forms when an individual first joins up, and then if they need a physician approval, we'll get that before they start. But besides that, you would want to start out slow. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and then build it up for cardiovascular activity.
Good.
So you don't want to try to, do an hour of activity right away. You want to build it up slow, and then just gradually improve.
Do your instructors have special training for special programs?
Hannah, we have instructors that are trained in all areas, and we have programs for all areas. So we'll have instructors, say for if an individual has Parkinson's, we have a program for that. If you have orthopedic issues, say you just are coming back of physical therapy from a knee replacement or a hip replacement, we have a program for that that's run by athletic trainers.
Wow.
We have a cancer specialist. Myself, I work mostly with cardiac patients and diabetics. So, if there's a medical issue that you have, pretty good chance that we have someone that can work with you.
Yeah, that's very comforting. Laura, can you describe some of the specialized programs that you have?
Mm-hmm. One of our big ones that has helped a lot of people is Dr. Fit. And it's a program that is designed to help people who have never exercised or who haven't exercised in a really long time, or they've been exercising and haven't seen any results. So their exercise might be, walking their neighborhood, and they haven't seen anything. Their balance is getting worse. So we set up a design that helps improve your cardiovascular, appropriate to you. So we're watching your heart rate, and we're also kind of making sure that at that heart rate you're feeling good as well. We're not going to push you to a point that you don't feel comfortable. We're also working on your strength. So you're using some of the weight machines in order to make sure that you're keeping your joints strong enough to do your daily activities and do those fun weekend activities that you might have planned. We also work on core strength. We've seen that a lot of older adults stop working their core because they have to get down onto the floor to do, or they get dizzy. Many things prohibit them from doing core strength.
What's core?
Core is going to be anything working your midsection.
Okay.
So we actually do chair exercises to work the core. So you really have to focus on where your body is in space in order to make sure that your stomach muscles are working.
Okay.
And then we also work on flexibility. So you're getting a full workout program over 8 sessions, so you're not getting it all thrown at you at once. We're dividing it up so you get little bits every time you come. And one of the biggest benefits is when you join the program, you also get a 30-day membership with that. So we encourage you to come use the facility. Try the programs we've already given you more times, so then you know what you're doing. You know how your body's supposed to feel. You can ask our fitness desk anything. They're there to help you. If you're concerned about your blood pressure, we're taking blood pressures. So it's in a safe environment that you can really try and push yourself to your next fitness level.
What happens after the 8 weeks? Do I move on to another program?
After the 8 weeks, we sit down with you. We talk about what you've accomplished, how you're feeling, how your goals are coming, because we also work on goals throughout the time. And we encourage you to join the center, because then you're already familiar with everything. You've already started this little community within the Dr. Fit, and we suggest classes that you can go to.
Good.
We suggest free swimming classes you can go to, many different classes that we know will specifically help you. And then we're always there at our specific times that if you want to come back, retake a class, ask us questions, we're always there.
Wonderful. How do I get started on Dr. Fit?
You can come into the center and you can get one of our pamphlets and you can bring it to your doctor, or you can come into the center, talk to us, let us know that you want to sign up, and we can tell you when our orientations are, and we'll send all the information to your doctor.
Wonderful. And Ed, you have another program called Jumpstart Your Heart. Can you describe that?
Sure, Hannah. Jumpstart Your Heart program is mainly a cardiac rehab phase 3 program. So just to give you a little kind of education on that, cardiac phase 1 is done in the hospital after someone has just gone through a heart surgery.
Okay.
So how long their hospital stay is, the nurses and an exercise physiologist will do some exercise with them in their hospital. After that, there is a phase 2 program, which is a 12-week program, outpatient, usually at a hospital though too. So that's phase 2. Our program is a continuation of a phase 2 program, phase 3 program. It's a continuation program. There's no ending point, so it just kind of keeps on going throughout the years. And what we're looking to do is just get people to improve and continue what they learned at the hospital. We'll do a little different stuff in our program. We'll work more on balance stuff, strength improvements, and flexibility, but the main thing is cardiac conditioning and improvement, so working on the aerobic improvements and that kind of thing. In addition to that, we also run a diabetes and exercise program in conjunction with the phase 3 program. So if an individual does have high blood sugar and the doctor recommends exercise to help control or to lower their blood sugars, they're encouraged to come and participate in the program. And actually lately we've been seeing people joining the program as preventive measures. So if they have risk factors for cardiac disease, they have high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels, their doctor recommends exercise in a safe, supervised environment. We've been seeing more and more people join the Jumpstart Your Heart program for that, as well as pre-diabetes. So if someone is not quite at diabetic level yet, but the doctor says you need to start doing some exercise, and again, in a safe, supervised environment, we're seeing more and more people join our program for that. So that's the main part of the Jumpstart Your Heart program.
So it's not only for patients who've had heart problems. Can other people
Absolutely.
join?
It's open for everybody. It is, like I said, mainly, it has been a mainly cardiac phase 3 program, but we've been seeing more and more people wanting to join the program just because it's supervised by instructors that have degrees in exercise science and certifications and all that kind of stuff. So more and more people are starting to use the program for that reason.
Do you work individually with people?
For the most part, it is a group setting, so we'll usually see anywhere from 8 to 12 individuals in a class. And we try to take in consideration everybody's limitations. So as we're doing exercises, we'll give modifications if we know some individuals have shoulder issues, so they can't do overhead stuff, or if they got balance issues, we'll give them a different exercise to work on.
Wonderful. So comforting to know you have so many good programs. Are there any other programs you'd like to mention? I know you have many, but particular programs you'd like to mention?
One might be Walking Club, because I know people do really enjoy walking. Walking Club for us is year-round, and during the winter months it's inside, and then during the summer or spring they're outside. Of course, if it's too hot, they're back inside, but
Right.
It's in the evening, so it generally is cooling off. But the nice thing about that, it's teaching people how to incorporate weight training with their walking. So, and making sure that you're walking fast enough in order to get the fitness level up. Because when we walk, sometimes we slow down and we don't even realize it.
Right.
So the instructor is really keeping a faster pace, but an appropriate pace at the same time.
I noticed you have a track where people walk. Mm-hmm. They walk and they often talk to each other. It is a friendly environment. Is there anything else of importance you'd like to add?
I think the most important thing is come out and give it a try. And make sure that you're starting out correctly for yourself, not just doing what the person next to you is doing, and really giving yourself the chance to create that community, to create the people asking, oh, where is so-and-so?
Right.
And make friends within the gym, because then it's going to keep you coming back, and it's
Right.
going to keep you involved with exercise to do what you want to do.
Yeah. I forgot to ask you before how you stay motivated. You gave me some good ideas right now, but how do you stay motivated?
That's one of the major things, is make sure you're doing exercises that, number one, you can do, and number two, they're going to be helping you in your daily life. So if you're just doing an exercise because the person next to you is doing it, it might not help you get down on the floor with your grandkids, or go out on the boat for a weekend, or whatever it may be. So you want to make sure you're doing the exercises that benefit you the way you want to. And once you see that changing, it makes you want to keep coming back as
Good.
well.
You have anything to add to how to stay motivated?
I would say one thing to stay motivated is trying to make exercise a habit. Do it on a continuous basis. So you're doing it kind of like the same days and the same times each week, so it becomes part of your routine. Joining a class or a program is a great way to do that, because they're usually at the same days and times. And again, like Laura's mentioned, you kind of form bonds, you form a little community. People, have the same interests that you have. So that's one way that you really kind of stay motivated with exercise.
Yeah, so important to stay motivated, stick with it. Ed, is there anything else of importance you'd like to add?
Just, always talk to your doctor first if you haven't exercised in a while, or, and it's never too late to exercise. So like we talked about in the beginning, you'll always see benefits to exercise if you do it on a regular, continuous basis. And, just starting out slow, 10 minutes at a time, walking, a great way to start. And then as you get, comfortable with exercise and you feel like you need something else to do, challenge yourself and, really try to do something else. Good
idea. Thank you very, very much to both of you. It certainly is wonderful to hear of all the many programs you provide. There's something for everyone. Thank you again for joining us. And when we come back, we'll meet two people who participate in some of these programs. So stay with us. We're back with two people who participate in exercise programs at the Advocate Good Samaritan Wellness Center. With me are Carolyn Streit and Roy Lizio. And thank you both for joining us. Okay. And Carolyn, can you tell us what program you participate in and how you like it?
I'm in the Jumpstart Your Heart program, and I love it. It's great fun. It's a safe environment to work out in. When you start, you get your blood pressure checked, your heart rate. If you're diabetic, they test your blood sugar. And then we go and start working out. It's 30 minutes of cardio, and then it's an hour program, so 30 minutes of cardio, and the balance of the class is strength training and or flexibility.
How often is the class given?
I go 3 mornings a week before I go to work every day.
Wow.
So
wow.
It's a good class. It's fun. We laugh. We work hard.
You work hard,
we work hard
and you laugh. Is it a good way to start the day for you?
It's a wonderful way. And I don't think if I didn't exercise before work, it wouldn't happen. So it's a commitment that I made for myself to make sure that I exercise regularly every week for my health. And, it's very nice. It's fun, and you see the same people basically every week. And
you get to
know them, and it's fun, and you miss them when they're not there. So it's a really nice environment.
And it makes you feel better. Do you feel stronger, more limber?
I'm very much stronger. I've lost about 35 pounds in the 2 years that I've been in the program.
Wow.
And stronger, that I can tell I can lift things at home, or when I'm at work, you can lift things. So I like it, and I can tell a difference. I have definition in my arms, and I'm down several sizes in clothes. So
that feels good.
It's wonderful. It's good.
Yeah. And Roy, what program do you participate in?
I participate in the Jumpstart Your Heart program because I have diabetes.
Oh,
And it has helped me tremendously as far as strength goes. I couldn't even go fishing 2 years ago because I would be a participant on the boat.
wow, wow.
I would tell someone else if there was a fish to be caught, I said, you go ahead, take care of that, you know. Now I'm able to jump up and reel it in myself
Wow.
because that's the much confidence and strength I have.
So it's confidence,
Yes.
it's strength.
Right.
And you said you're diabetic.
Yes.
Did it help your diabetes?
And it helps with depression and what have you. I go to the wellness center, tell jokes to the other participants, and so we have social events.
You have
too.
a social, you
Right.
get to know people.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it's quite helpful.
How often do you go?
I go 3 times a week. My wife accompanies me.
Oh, that's
and
great.
she she's healthy as a horse, but she just does the track and bikes and what they have, and strength machines. But I like the exercise with the trainer
Right.
because I like the discipline of that. And what happens is it's a regular routine where we go into even stretching exercises, but I wouldn't do it on my own.
Right.
I wouldn't do that on my own,
Right.
so that's why it's important for me.
That's important.
Yeah.
So many people say that. I wouldn't do it on my own.
Right.
I need someone to motivate me.
True.
They motivate you. So both the instructors and other people
Right.
motivate you. And you feel stronger.
I feel stronger, and in fact, I went to my doctor 2 weeks ago, and he was amazed that I did well in all the tests that he gave me. He said, "You're doing better."
Wow.
He said, "You're doing better." So
Wow.
that's a testimonial right there.
Yeah.
You know.
So you'll keep doing it.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Well, as long as I have $40, that's my deal.
Well, you can go fishing.
Right.
How do you stay motivated?
Well, I walk, the days I'm not there, I walk.
Oh.
My wife and I will go walk in the areas. We belong to the Martin Arboretum, so we walk the trails there.
Wonderful.
We'll go to the botanical gardens, we'll see the flowers, we'll see the beauty of nature, we walk, So, at least an hour of time we walk. So
it's fun.
Yes,
Is it
it is.
important to
Right.
have fun, enjoy
exactly,
it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that before because I was so lethargic before the program. And just like my partner, this woman here, that I lost weight.
You lost weight.
so-
That's a motivation.
Right.
What keeps
just
you
healthy.
motivated?
It's just a decision that I made because I want to live longer and stay healthy and see my grandchildren and be with my family and friends. And it's just the right thing to do.
Do you set a certain goal for yourself?
I try and push myself harder each and every day that I work out
Wow.
to get a maximum benefit. And they do test us. We do have evaluations quarterly to test our strength and our flexibility. So not only do I feel better, we have the documentation
Yeah, yeah.
to do it.
And what would you recommend to other people who are a bit hesitant?
I would recommend that they try the program at least for a week and to see how it would work for them. And they would be amazed at what progress they would make in their health. And I've seen a man just 2 weeks ago, Ed brought him on, he was in a wheelchair, and he told the man, he said, at least do these 2 exercises, raising your arms. And so Ed walked away, he didn't do anything. So Ed came back and he started raising his arms. So you need somebody to motivate you. He was, he just stood there. And I, if he would have stayed with the program, he would have made great progress.
Yeah. So what do you tell a person who comes there for the first time?
Stick with it. Stick
Yeah.
with it, and you'll see results. And try with it. You know, actually it's a good thing that the hospital has for, and it's not that expensive either. You know, it's actually a couple dollars each time you go,
Is that so?
which is with a trained, with a trainer. You know, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's right here. It's close
Right.
to home. Yeah. Do you have anything to add to what Ed has, Roy has just said?
Yeah, I think you should just give it a chance and try it. And you might not be able to do very much at the beginning, but you build up slowly and you slowly become stronger and increase your cardio, and it becomes easier.
Wonderful.
And it becomes fun then too.
It becomes fun.
I now look when I travel for the exercise room at the hotel. So I never would have done that before.
Yeah, wonderful.
So it's good. It's a
Well,
good
you're
value.
both good examples of how good the programs are. Is there anything else you can think of you want to tell other people?
Yes, I have an acre of land at in my property, and I transformed all my hostas within the last 30 days. And I couldn't have done this without the program, because I just gave me the stamina.
Yeah,
To do
so you
this,
can do gardening.
And then I beautified the yard.
Wonderful. Yeah, what a pleasure.
Right.
You have anything else to add?
It's a wonderful program. The whole experience at the Wellness Center is terrific. Everyone is friendly, and you meet people there and you become friends with them. It's a great value to especially work out in a safe environment with
Right.
highly qualified trainers. So
Wonderful. Thank you both for joining us today. It was a pleasure to hear how much you enjoy the exercise programs. You both look wonderful, and you're good
Thank you.
testimonials to the many exercise programs offered. And we hope you learned how important exercise is, especially as we get older. You can find an exercise that you like, whether it's walking, swimming, or joining a club. Just make sure you make it a part of your daily life. If you would like to contact the Good Samaritan Wellness Center, call them at 630-275-3488 and ask for either Ed Benderitis or Laura Terry. Or you can call us at the township at 630-719-6682. And thank you again for joining us today.